And you can start from there, where you had stopped. Let me start from where my colleague has stopped because of internet connectivity. Creating a vision for change of identifying the right people who can successfully inspire and guide the team towards the new vision and implement the decisions. So Mukon has been clear and Mukon has been able to set clear and realistic targets that easily measure success and appeal to the interest of the company stakeholders. Its communication has been relevant to all the different stakeholders, the suppliers, customers, employees, and it has been accepted. Thus, we did strive towards the pandemic. Then removing obstacles, it has tried to eliminate the barriers that are affecting that product development process. They resisted the employees who are resistant to changes. Accomplishing short-term wins has been wait. Accomplishing short-term wins. This one has been able to identify the victories that has been achieved through the other stages of the change process. Employees that discouraged.
Network that for year.
Accomplishing short-term wins. Sorry for the net interruption. Mukon has been able to identify the little success that has been achieved through the change process. Employees that have been resistant to the change have been rotated, dismissed because that and laid off. So the short-term goals have been accomplished so that celebrate the success in the change process. Building on that change, this looks at sustaining and implementing the change by ensuring that teams are working persistently towards achieving the vision while measuring progress. Business continuity and market penetration in the country has been strived by Mukwano through the different procedures, getting the great wins, identifying and removing unnecessary processes that depends, educating the market for a new brand and that's entering the established market. Making change this because this has been during the pandemic the process that nurtures leaders to embrace the success that has been achieved. This is through discussing the importance of the new changes by pointing out the benefits they bring, incorporating these new norms and values and creating training and development programs to empower those that have succeeded. Lydia, we can start from there, cost leadership.
Yeah, cost leadership as a next strategy. It looks at implementing by having lowest cost of operation and providing products and services at the lowest cost. By so doing, Mukwano has gone ahead to reduce its prices for its customers and giving discounts to its largest buyers. And in the quotas model, by creating an agency, stock management, has gone ahead to convince the staff members to change and act immediately on the prevailing demand brought about by COVID. For example, it has gone ahead to produce sanitizers because of the pandemic and its highest demand. And forming a powerful coalition, top management has involved all its departments, and they've worked hand in hand in the production of these products, like the sanitizers as discussed earlier. The marketing team has gone ahead to advertise. Finance has gone ahead to provide the finances, and procurement to procure the right products. And creating the vision for change, top management has made it clear to everyone in the company, and has communicated from top to bottom. This has it has enabled them to produce and transport the product like sanitizers to the consumers at the lowest cost and at the right time. On communication for the vision, communicate the vision, it has communicated to all the departments in the company, and this has been done through staff emails, notices on memos on circulated on the notice board, among others. Nathan, you can take up from there.
So empowering action. One group of companies' top management has been able to remove barriers in the change process through providing skills apprenticeship to its employees so that to keep them equipped with the necessary knowledge for this in these trying moments. That's satisfying customer needs and making them relevant in the market. Management has also been able to identify staff members who are resistant to change, thereby rotating them into lower level departments or laying them off so as to meet the market demands brought by the pandemic. The management has also been able to set up a rewarding system that will improve on the morale of staff that are advocating for the change. These reward systems come in the form of bonuses, additional training.
Nathan, maybe to chip in, let's conclude.
I'm recording. Creating quick wins. Mukwana has been able to
help in the creating
success,
quick wins.
The introduction of the new products, that is the hand sanitizers, the different circuits of Omo, what. So then also Topology has also been able to communicate its success achieved within the process of change. That is making it relevant in the marketplace. That's satisfying the customer needs. Building on that change, this looks at achieving continuous improvement by analyzing the success stories individually and improving from those expenses. So Margaret has been able to maintain its quality standards. That's the production team, and as per UNDS, procurement team making sure that products are available as and when required, making it stick. This aspect was discussing the successful stories brought about by the changes in the one group of companies. So all these changes being embedded into the daily operation or activities of the company so that we remain competitive and serve the customer in this pandemic. So product development, my colleague can come in. That would be all, Francis.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Francis. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I take up from there about product development? Product development is one of the strategies that Mukwana has taken up in order to implement the corporate strategy for growth during this COVID-19. Product development means introducing the new product or service to the existing market. Therefore, Mukwana has introduced a lot of products in the market. For example, we have Omo, we have Nomi, we have White Star. So they have classified the market with these new products. Some of these products are in liters, 1 liter, 2 liters, sockets, and then jerry cans. They do this by creating agency. Creating agency, what do I mean here? Creating agency is the opportunity, knowing the opportunity and then the threats that exist in order for you to pacify the market. You can use SWOT analysis to know your threats who are in the market who are competing with you. I continue to the next, forming a powerful coalition. For Mukwana group of taken into account, as shareholders are brought on board, a number of intelligent people like people who are in research, people who are in finance, who are in logistics, they help in forming our population so that their customers, their competitors in the market, identifying market needs. Here, what do I mean by identifying market needs? Mukwana group of companies, they identify the market needs by ensuring that they produce what is needed by the consumers, the market, in order to achieve their goals for growth and goals for economies of scale. Ladies and gentlemen, can somebody take up from there? Thank you. Oh, Nathan, we can't hear our colleagues. Can somebody chip in? Can somebody come in because of the network issue? We can't hear Zauja.
And they introduced advice and letters in all stages to enable the two customers access their numbers. Is just quantify the product numbers need to what you in terms of staff so that kind of break. So to consider management because it's here I understand to be brought by all the employees of organization. So as to attain this and in future.
Sauja, let me chip in because network is disturbing you. Validating the solution. This aspect looks at prototyping, the design, and the proposed solution that should be tested. According to Kota's model regarding the removal of self, identify the following: finding industry leaders to reinforce the value of change by delivering on it. So leaders are supposed to reinvest the necessity of that change, assessing the level of the organization and ensuring that your vision is aligned with the various levels of the organization and vice versa. Identifying those resistance, those that are resistant to change and working towards removing their concerns or creating a proactive solution around their resistance. Then rewarding those who support and implement change in its early phase. Building the product map with a legitimate product concept in hand. According to Kota, it looks at being relevant in a way that one, you first communicate the vision before allowing the employees to implement a change. This has been adopted by a group of companies through developing specific communication channels. That is the memos, the organization WhatsApp groups, the emails, and among others that employees can easily understand. Also, on building the product is having information which is clear and relevant and understandable by all members of the staff in order to meet their vision. Developing a minimum viable product. This initiative looks at the functionality to be used by the customers. According to Kota's model, in Mukwano group of companies, it has been able to analyze what has gone wrong, what is right, so as to achieve early success and gradually reward those that have been part of that change. Releasing the development of a minimum viable product to users. This gauges the interest, prioritizes the market channels and messages that test the waters around the price sensitivity and the packaging. This makes employees more motivated as they will see potential results of the new strategies, and in the end, expect some rewards from the success attained. Ongoing interaction based on the user feedback and strategic goals. This with the product in the market enhancements, inspection and changes that adopt and feedback brought by the customers, Mukwano has been able to strategize its goals in line with the customer feedback and supplier feedback, so as to remain relevant, because these know what is transpiring in the market and what customers' tastes and preferences are. In conclusion, who's concluding? Network. In conclusion, Mukwano group of companies is a leading conglomerate service provider in East and Central Africa and has been a major player. And has been a major player in the manufacturing, agriculture, and logistics supply chain, thus driving the Ugandan economy and the East African market, East and Central African market at large. So thank you, members. References. Those are according to Alkalbam, S.H. Habashi, Back to the Future, revisiting Kota's 1986 change model. It's one of their literatures where we access our work, then of management development, then also approaches to managing operational change, written by Lunenberg, FC 2010, Strugglers 2010, Improving Change implementation. Then Kota's 8-step for project change management was written and submitted by Group 5 weekend students. Thank you, members, for your enduring time. This is our submission from Group 5 members.